Let's solve few problems on the concept of parabola, whatever we have learned. Okay, let's look at the first one. See, the first one, it says, in each of the following, you have to find the focus, axis, equation of the directrix, and the length of the lattice rectum. Okay, these are the 4 points or the parameters what you have to find out with the help of what? The equation of the parabola, which is given. Okay, let's start with the first one. Okay, see, the first one, it is supposed to be y square is equal to 12x. Okay, you have y square is equal to 12x. Now, compare this with y square is equal to 4ax. You know the standard form. Why we have to do it? You have to get the value of a. So, keep this in mind. Whenever you have a parabola, always equate it to the standard form and get the value of a, whatever it might be. Okay, a can be a fraction, can be decimal, it can be whatever it is. Negative, positive, any sort of a real number. Get the value of a. That should be your first priority. Okay. Now, once you have this one, 4a is equal to 12. So, a is equal to 3. Okay, a is 3. What is the formula for focus? Focus is always given by a comma 0. That means here the focus becomes 3 comma 0. That means one of the things what they're asking is the focus. Focus is done. The next one what they're asking, axis of the parabola. How does the parabola look like for this one? Y square is equal to 4ax is a right opening parabola, isn't it? That means here, when we draw the graph, see something like this, y square is equal to 4x. What is the axis? X-axis, isn't it? So we can say that the axis of the parabola is nothing but y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0 is what? The equation of x-axis. Correct? Then comes the next one, the directrix. Now, directrix here, this particular line is a directrix. Correct? And the equation, see, this is the focus, a comma 0. Directrix is what? X is equal to minus a. So, in our first problem, a value is 3. So, what will be the equation of the directrix? So, the directrix in this case is x is equal to minus a. So, x is equal to minus 3. This is the equation of the directrix. The last one is the lattice rectum. What is LR value? 2a. So, 2 into 3, which is 6. So, 6 is the lattice rectum. This is how you solve these questions. So, again, quick recap as to what you need to do. First, find the value of a. And how do you get the value of a? Equate it with the standard form. Any one of the standard, because you have 4 types, equate it with the standard, as in compare it with the standard form. Get the value of a, then you can find everything in the parabola. Clear? Now let's do the second question. See, you have x square is equal to 6y. Comparison. X square is equal to 4ay. So what do you get? 4a is equal to 6. So a is equal to 3 by 2. Okay. Now since you got the value of a, focus. So focus is going to become, see, this is a parabola, x square is equal to 4ay. Up opening. So the focus is on the y-axis. This is going to be 0 comma a, 0 comma 3 by 2. So this becomes the first equation. Sorry, not equation, the first parameter. Axis. So for the axis, first what we'll do, we'll draw the graph. Okay. Now what you have, you're going to have x square is equal to 4ay. So this is x and y axis. The equation is x square is 4ay, and the graph goes something like this. This is the focus. Now focus is what? 0 comma 3 by 2. Well and good. What is the line here? What is the line of symmetry? Line of symmetry is nothing but axis, right? What is the line of symmetry or axis? Y-axis. So what do we get? We get axis is nothing but x is equal to 0 because it's a y-axis, right? So x is equal to 0. Now the directrix. Directrix is something here below the x-axis. So you get y is equal to minus a, right? That's a equation of the directrix. What is a value? A value is 3 by 2. So the directrix is going to become y is equal to minus 3 by 2. Or you can also write 2y plus 3 is equal to 0. I mean, they're pretty much one and the same. Okay. Last one, lattice rectum 2a. A is 3 by 2. So 2 into 3 by 2, which is going to give us 3. So the lattice rectum for this one is going to be 3. Clear? This is the equation, or sorry, this is the answer for the second question. With the help of equation, you are going to get this. Now let's do the third question. See the third one? You have y square is equal to minus 8x. So you can compare this with y square is equal to minus 4ax. Now what do you get? Minus 4a is equal to minus 8. So a is equal to 2. A value is 2. Now let's look at the focus. See, focus, again, this is going to be minus a comma 0. It's on the left side now, correct? So focus is going to become minus 2 comma 0. This is going to give us the focus. The first one answer. For the second one, axis. For the axis, again, we'll draw the figure. Now, since it's a left opening parabola, the graph is going to look something like this. See, this is a left opening parabola. The focus is somewhere over here. And I think it's quite obvious what is the axis, isn't it? It's a y-axis itself. Sorry, it's a x-axis itself. So the equation is y is equal to 0. Because y is equal to 0 is the equation of the x-axis. Directrix. For the directrix, this is going to be the value, which is x is equal to a. So for the directrix, x is equal to a, but a value is what? 2. So x is equal to 2 is the equation. Finally, lattice rectum is 2a. So what do you get? 2 into 2, which is 4. So we have the directrix as x is equal to 2 and the lattice rectum as 4. Very simple. Next one, let's do the last part of in this particular question. The last type, we'll do this one now. One. Okay, this one, it's supposed to be x square is equal to minus 9y. Okay, that is equal to is not. So x square is equal to minus 9y. Equate it. You get x square is equal to minus 4ay. Then you'll get minus 9 is equal to minus 4a. So a is equal to 9 by 4. Focus. We'll start with this 0 comma minus a, because its x square is equal to minus 4ay. No, so it's a down opening parabola. So focus is going to become 0 comma minus 9 by 4. This is the focus. Now for the axis part, see the graph will look something like this. There's a graph. So the axis is going to be the y-axis, which is x is equal to 0, y-axis. Directrix, okay, so directrix will come somewhere up here, okay, which is y is equal to a plus a, not minus a, plus a. So in this case, the directrix is nothing but y is equal to a. So y is equal to 9 by 4. Then finally, lattice rectum is 2a. 2 into 9 by 4, which is 9 by 2. So we have 0 comma minus 9 by 4 as the focus. X is 0 is the axis. Y is 9 by 4 as the directrix. And 9 by 2 is the length of the lattice rectum. So these are the answers for these 4 questions. So 4 questions we did, different type. See, now from the equation, you get to know all these things. What if the other way around? What if I give you the focus, the directrix, the vertex, or it's passing through some point? What, these parameters? Can we get to know the equation of the parabola? The opposite one, we are going to solve it now. Question here, or second type of question you can say. So in each of them, we need to find the equation of the parabola which satisfies the given condition, blah, 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 blah. You have so many conditions. We'll start from the first one. See the first one, focus is 6, 0. Always try to write the figure of any conic section. Okay, it could be circle, parabola, ellipse, hyperbola, straight line, whatever it might be. For each of these type of questions, draw a rough figure as to how the graph will look like. It's going to help you a lot in solving problems. Okay, it's more of visual, that's why. Here, the focus is 6, 0. So that means first what we'll do, I'll write the x and y axis. The focus is 6, 0. Well and good. Directrix is x is equal to minus 6. Sorry, x is equal to minus 6, something like this. This is 6, 0. Now, the graph of the parabola, it is opposite to directrix and in the direction of the focus, or where the focus is present, isn't it? That means the graph should look something like this. And this is of the form y square is equal to 4ax. That means the x-axis itself is the axis of the parabola, because the focus is on the x-axis, right? So y square is equal to 4ax. And what is the value of a? Focus is a comma 0, right? So since focus is 6 comma 0, a value becomes 6. Substitute that. So when you substitute, y square is equal to 4 into 6 is 24x. So the value is going to become this. Y square is equal to 24x. Okay, so this is the answer for the first question. Very simple. Let's do the next one. Very similar to this. Focus is 0 comma minus 3. Again, first draw this one. Focus is 0 comma minus 3. So 0 minus 3 is here. Directrix is y is equal to 3. See, y is equal to 3. The graph will look something like this. It's a down opening parabola. Since it's a down opening, we can write x square is equal to minus 4ay. And what is the focus? Focus is 0 comma minus 3. So minus a is minus 3. So a is equal to 3. Or you can directly put this minus a up here. I mean, it makes no difference anyway. So what do you get? X square is equal to minus 12y. This is the equation for the second question. Very simple. Let's do the third one. Vertex is 0, 0. Okay. So again, what we'll do, take the x and y axis. Vertex is 0, 0. Okay. And it is passing through 2, 3. Axis is along the x-axis. See, if it is along the x-axis, two things can occur. Either y square is equal to 4ax or y square is equal to minus 4ax. Correct? Only these two are possible. But the second part of the question says it's passing through this 2, 3. That means it's in the first quadrant. That means y square is equal to minus 4x is not possible, because that comes in the second and the third quadrant. But y square is equal to 4x comes in the first and the fourth. That means it has to be a right opening parabola. That means here the parabola should look something like this. But the catch is you have a point here 2, 3, because it's passing through 2, 3. Okay, now that you have understood, y square is equal to 4ax. This is the equation of the parabola. Now, since it is passing through 2, 3, in place of x and y, we can substitute 2 and 3. Substitute. You will get, first is 3 square, 9 is equal to 4a into 2. So you get a is equal to 9 by 8. Now take this 9 by 8 and substitute it here. Substitute back. So you get y square is equal to 4 into 9 by 8 into x. So what do you get? You'll get y square is equal to 9 by 2 into x. This becomes the equation of the parabola. That means this is the answer for the third question. Okay, very similar. You have the fourth one. Let's finish the fourth one. Again, vertex, you have the y-axis, you have the x-axis. Okay, okay, vertex is 0 0 passing through 5 comma 2. Okay, but it is symmetric with respect to y-axis. Y-axis, it is symmetric with respect to y-axis. That means two possibilities are there. Either x square is equal to 4ay or x square is equal to minus 4ay. But since it is passing through 5 comma 2, that means it's an up opening parabola. The graph or the parabola should look something like this. Something like this. Okay? Because it's passing through this point 5 comma 2. Now, pretty much the same logic. That means you have x square is equal to 4ay. In place of x, we put 5. In place of y, we put 2. 5 square, 25. 4a into 2. So, a is equal to 25 divided by 8. Correct? Now, what do we have? X square is 4ay. Substitute. X square is equal to 25 by 8 into 4 into y. Cancel. So, what do you get? X square is equal to 25 by 2 into y. This becomes the equation of the parabola. So, now these 8 questions, whatever we have solved so far, they represent almost all the types of questions what you have. Clear? Now, in the next video, we'll discuss about the next type of a conic section, which is ellipse.